All right, this week's Think Fast, we're going to talk a little bit of Halloween, and Joe, being our resident Halloween critic, I'm going to let you get us rolling on that. Take it where you want to go.
Yeah. So, actually, Will, it is your wife that was talking to my wife. I don't know if she's talked to you about this. I'm assuming you guys have talked about this. But Alyssa tells me on the drive home last night after we were meeting, yeah, Rachel said that this might be the last year for Halloween because things are getting so dark. Thought, well, that's interesting. I don't know if you guys have talked about that or not. But it kind of hit me, as I'm driving.
You're talking about last year for our family. You're saying
last year for your family, okay, yeah. Last year for Halloween. No, just kidding. Last year for your exactly. That'd be nice. Last year for your family, kind of doing the whole Halloween and trick or treating, things like that. Well, she's telling me this, and we're driving through Dixon, and I look to the left, and here's a bloodied zombie, and then we go to the next house, and here's like ghouls and tarantulas, all over the yard, and this, like, in this same context, as she's telling me this, I'm just like, oh man, that doesn't look great. Is Halloween getting darker? And do you think that there is going to be the death of trick-or-treating in the next few years? Because I know a lot of people that are skeptical. Obviously, we don't celebrate it. A lot of people, though, that are very skeptical of going out and maybe wary. I'm trying to think of the right word. Like, they don't want to go out and trick-or-treat, and for good reason. People are nuts these days, and you go to these scary houses with all the ghouls, and we were talking before we got on of the Michael Myers, with the mask and the chainsaw. Somebody's got some dummy standing right next to a mailbox that in the middle of the night freaks you right out. You think a guy's watching you, and your lights hit that white mask? What in the world? Right, but there just seems to be more of a draw toward the dark, toward the demonic, than ever before as a kid. There used to be like the blow-up dolls of the Minions or whatever it may be. And now it just seems like everybody's leaning into blood, guts, gore. So I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts, because obviously I'm skeptical, and I've been out on it for a while. Do you guys think it's getting darker? And do you see trick-or-treating coming to an end in the next decade? Or do you think that there will be a resurgence maybe if we can get back to... Like, do you see it getting better?
So my answer is, I don't think that Halloween necessarily is getting darker. I think the world's getting darker. And so it is reflected in... Like, we're way more conscious of it now. And maybe that's just speaking for me, but like, it's been a pretty heavy year, right? It's been a pretty heavy couple of years, I would say, with COVID and the transgender movement that has just revealed so many nasty things, how social media brings it to light, not to mention the Trump assassination attempt, the Charlie Kirk actual assassination. There's been a lot of focus on darkness and spiritual warfare and demons and all that. Well, then Halloween comes around, which from my perspective, again, has kind of always been like this. You could say it's maybe getting worse, but I just think we're seeing it in a different light now than we have before. And so is it getting a little darker? Maybe. I just think, again, we're way more conscious of it. I know for me personally, too, like having kids awakens you to a lot. I've said on our Halloween episodes, I used to really, really enjoy horror movies. I used to really enjoy going to haunted houses. I was never like a Halloween fanatic, but just kind of that adrenaline thrill rush of getting scared, I enjoyed. And, got kids now, and we're driving through neighborhoods and having my 2-year-old daughter point out Halloween decorations that as I look, I'm like, I don't love that she is able to see that and pointing. Of course, she doesn't know what it is, but she's pointing at it and saying, no, Halloween. It's like, okay, I don't love that. And so that would be my answer to your first question. And then as far as trick-or-treating goes, I don't see that dying out either. I do see it getting less and less popular for sure. Like parents that are like, there's a bunch of crazy people out there. Let's just not. But like, I know our neighborhood's going to. We are pretty wary of doing it within neighborhoods. That's why, controversial, I know, but congregations that allow for your trunk or treat or whatever it is, we're going to tend to lean more that direction. And so I haven't talked to my wife actually about that comment, but I think we're just very wary and cautious of the influence that it has on the kids. And so I guess we really try to isolate the harmless things. The kids love dressing up. We want to make sure that they do. Or the kids love candy. My wife actually bought a bunch of dye-free candy so that they don't eat all the junk that the stores give. We love that stuff. The problem is, as they get older and older, it becomes way more difficult to isolate those things. And so I'm guessing, speaking for, that's probably the root of the comment is they're 4 and 2 right now. It's pretty easy to isolate. As they get older and older, that's going to be pretty difficult to do.
Sorry to out Rachel on the...
Yeah, no, exactly. Jack, what thoughts do you have?
The death of trunk or treating thing, that's a lot of factors. Trick or treating, I mean, that's a lot of factors of a low trust society, of these weirdos with their decorations, of all kinds of things. Like I would not take my kids door to door in any neighborhood. I mean, I like my neighbors, but beyond that, I don't know. And you just don't live in a world where that's possible anymore. And I think that's why the trunk or treats and the town square things and those kind of things have risen up so much in the last few years, is to give that alternative. And I think that's good as an alternative. But even at that, it's like, man, they got to police that really well. The guy that shows up wanting to terrify 3-year-olds, like, come on, man. Why do we?
Which you
why do we
have
do
at
this
every
stuff?
event like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've only been to one that was really well policed, and I think Rachel actually was saying this the other day, that there's growing up was very much like certain things, modesty and horror are not allowed. That's great, but if not that, and again the downtown one, there's probably going to be weirdos trying to scare kids, and I don't know. There's so many issues that tie into this. Is what makes it interesting. Is our child-free society? Is our overgrown children, like adults that are still trying to be kids, like the Disney adults and things like that, that they remember loving Halloween as a kid, so they just want to keep it going. And then it's like, dude, you're 38 and have a receding hairline. Like it's over. Okay, you don't dress up anymore. You don't need ghouls. You don't need something bloody in your yard because you liked a Halloween movie as a kid. Like, stop. But how do you pull this apart?
That's my hot take, is that if you're a grown adult and you're obsessed with Halloween, you need to find something a little more exciting to live for, and you probably need to re-examine it a bit. And you just said it, Jack. It's like the Disney adults. Like, man, grow up a little bit. Joe.
Yeah.
No, it's a... Well, the other thing that you were talking, Jack, a lot of social anxiety with kids. I mean, it used to be like, yeah, you'd get out and you'd run the neighborhoods and be out till the streetlights went on, as they say. Yeah, we'd go down to the park and we'd play... Yeah, we'd play football and play all sorts of stuff. And nowadays, no. I mean, no chance I'd send my kids out there. So the idea of going door to door with kids... Are you outside your mind? Absolutely not. I don't know what's behind those doors. And that's terrible, but like low trust society. Jack's point is very valid. We live in a low trust society, and that's why I could see it dying out. And the trunk or treats, people aren't religious. And I'm pretty sure, well, maybe the Catholics do. I don't know. Like those that are gravitating toward those types of churches, I don't know that they're doing those. The trunk or treats, maybe. But there's a lot of unchurched people that they're going to be down to basically the town square one. And that's about it, I think. And so... I don't know. I do see it dying out to some degree. I see the parents that had a great time that are trying to get their kids involved with it. It's just not the same. There's the magic that was there, no pun intended, for Halloween, but the magic that was there, I think, is just gone. And man, it does seem to be getting darker to me. And so yeah, I'll
say this as my last thought. I'm not big on my own generation, the millennials, and the millennials were the ones that maximized Halloween as an adult holiday. And the older we get, as I say, we're kind of starting to hit the 40s and stuff like that, it's getting really cringy. And I think people are realizing it's getting cringy. And I think the fervor that there was even 10 years ago is dying down a little bit. And so I hope that kind of thing is kind of starting to wean, to I don't know, wind down a little bit. So that's my thought on it.
Good stuff.
All right.
Good thoughts, fellas.
That's going to wrap right there. That'll be our Think Fast. As always, the Think Fast goes up first. So if you're watching this, keep an eye out for the Think Deeper episode coming on Monday, which is the top 5 struggles that the Church of Christ faces. So I think, obviously, if you're not in the Church of Christ, it might not be of interest to you, but I think it might. I think there's a lot of parallels for other people, but most of our listeners are in the Churches of Christ. So I think that one will be of great interest to you. So keep an eye out for that on Monday, and we will talk to you guys on the next one.